Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm in San Marcos, Texas, which is about halfway between San Antonio and Austin. And one thing about San Marcos is that they have a lot of statues and sculptures around town. Mostly the mermaids. There are 10 different mermaid statues around town, like the one you see right behind me. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to show you the mermaids and a few other statues and sculptures that they have. Right now I'm at a really small place called the Sculpture Garden. There's not a lot here, but I'm going to show you what's here, and then I'm going to go around town and show you the other mermaid statues and a few other statues that I find. And the reason why there are so many mermaid statues is because there used to be a water-based amusement park here in San Marcos called Aquarina Springs. And it had various water-based rides and other rides. And it was in business from 1951 to 1996. And then it went out of business and the property was sold to the Texas State University that is here in San Marcos. And everything was taken down except for the glass bottom boat ride. That's the only thing that is still remaining, the only ride that they had. And I did a video of the glass bottom boat ride about a year ago when I was coming through here. So you might want to look that up. And one thing they did in Aquarina Springs is a mermaid show inside of a big aquarium. And I think they do still have the aquarium, but no more mermaid shows. But they still have those mermaid statues. So let me show you around. This one is called Aquarina, which is not the way Aquarina Springs was spelled. And this one, as you can see, is very colorful. She's got a nice tail. And let me show you some of the other things they have around here. This seems really odd. Some kind of a bird perched on top of scissors on top of a rock. Some kind of weird rock, paper, scissors thing maybe. Here's an odd thing, and it does actually spin. And 3 columns here. I don't see names for these sculptures. This looks like a big plate glass window. There's some inscription here. I cannot read it. And then over here is something else very creative. This one has a plaque, you can see there. And lastly is this odd looking guy, very skinny legs, and got a hole in the middle, and that's his head. Figure that out. So now I'm going to show you some of the other statues around town. I picked this up at the Chamber of Commerce. That shows you where the mermaid statues are located. If you want to come to San Marcos and do this yourself, go to the Chamber of Commerce first. Now just a half a block down from the visitor center there are 2 of the mermaids. There's a real colorful one here, and then a black one over here. This one is called Liquid Metal. I guess that's an appropriate name for her. Then this really multicolored one here does not have a plaque below it. Interesting face. I've seen a lot of movies about mermaids. Nothing even close to this. Oh, she's got a mermaid on the mermaid. How about that? There's one more right behind the Chamber of Commerce building, but they have the park back here closed off with a plastic fence, but I can zoom into it to show it to you somewhat. She doesn't look too happy. Oh, she's got a bald eagle, maybe that is. Interesting. Wonder why a bald eagle would be sitting comfortably with her there. This is the county courthouse with the statue on top with the scales. Sure you know what that means. And there's another statue on the grounds right over here. I don't see a sign around this one, but this guy looks like a rough character. And right across from that building is this lady. Interesting coloring. And she, nice tail, is called Oh for the Muse of Fire. Right along Interstate 35 is something I've never seen before in my whole life. A mermaid pig. I didn't even know there were mermaid pig. But it's being comforted by this lady. A blue mermaid with spots, spotty tail. This is called Ode to Ralph. And one thing I've noticed about mermaids is they all have a very flat rear. Mermaid Pig, right next to a very loud freeway. And this next one is in the children's park. And I think it has a name. Blooming Brightly. You know, one thing I've always wondered about mermaids is where do they buy their bras? This one does seem to be well read. Nice colorful tail. Well, see if I can find some more. This one is at the corner of Comanche and San Antonio Street. This one is named Diane, but it doesn't say whether Diane is the mermaid or the baby mermaid. You know, I don't like this painting that they have on a lot of these. Kind of ruins some of the look, I think. I'd rather them be more natural looking. I found something else interesting about the baby here. Not only has a real little tiny bra, but on the back is a tag that says imported by Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey of Mexico. Interesting. Again, very flat butts on these things. Well, I think I have two more to find. Here's another one with that title. And this one, the fish really love to get close up with her. And some of these fish actually have 3D eyes. You can see there, and there, and there. Little extra touch. And you know what? I bet this is the bluest head you've ever seen on a mermaid. Interesting. The last one is in this small city park right there, surrounded by three of those xylophone type instruments that I've seen in several city parks. This is a really odd looking one. It's called Mermaid Map. I don't really see a map here. Made of these tiles. Interesting. Well, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this video about the statues and sculptures that I found around San Marcos. There's a few other things to see around town, so if you're ever in this area, stop by San Marcos, Texas. Good day, folks.